right, we are live. Okay, so if anyone's out there, say hello. So, hi, Cole. Oh, well, okay. Sorry about that. When you're using your phone for live shows, you have to expect a little bit of interruption sometimes. Yeah, so we'll get back to that person after the show. So how are you doing, everyone? So tonight we're talking about Turgite. And they're on the table, the offerings that we have. So we're just gonna just wait a few minutes. We're actually early. So Cole, I assume that you were notified that we went live? Okay, you've got the notification. Perfect. Yeah, I always wonder how um, everyone has set their notifications up. We can invite, multitude of people on our list, but unless you have the notification that when we go live, it's really difficult. Oh, you've never seen or heard of Turgite? Okay, yeah. So B5. So yeah, and you've actually done really well with getting the setup. So this is the B row, and then 5 is down here. So let me pick that guy up, and I will show you what it looks like close up. Yeah, so Turgite. So it's hematite. It's iridescent hematite. And this is from Graves Mountain in Georgia. So there's actually some consideration on whether or not it's goethite or hematite. Most mineralogists say it's hematite, but it is iridescent, as you can see. So this is natural iridescence. And this one is, I think it's 23. The prices are in the box. So I'm just going to cut over so that I can see that. Yes, it is 23. Yeah, so Turgite is really interesting stone. It's not that common, and that may be why, Cole, you've not heard of it before. Um, so it is an amazing stone for healers, people that do healings on themselves and others, because of the the rainbow effect, and it is natural in its state as you see it. So the rainbows themselves, right? They're healing. I mean, we have prisms in our windows, and every time the sun shines through the window, and we have a rainbow appearing on the wall, the floor, the chair, or whatnot. Um, it entices us to go over to that area and touch the rainbow. I I've never been able to to actually feel a rainbow, but I know that the rainbow affects me. Oh, Cole, you're going to take B5. Thank you very much. So that's the one of the benefits of the rainbow. There's just so many others. So, for example, just the colors alone, um, because it's a rainbow, it actually heals all different chakras. All the chakras that we have, their color, not coordinated, but they're they're connected to different colors. And so the Turgite, because it has every color of the rainbow, it has the ability to heal all of our chakras. Oh, you've been drawn to rainbows as well. Yeah, it's really funny how there's so many different lores that we have about rainbows. I mean, the pot of rainbow, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is one. Um, but the fact is that even as a young child in kindergarten, you were taught to equate the colors to a rainbow. So it's been with us for in most of our lives. Just the idea of a rainbow and what does it mean. And you look all over the internet and you'll see people posting pictures of a rainbow, and it's a refraction of light in its purest form. However, it does, I believe, have magical properties in so many ways. And the Turgite that this is being presented tonight is from Graves Mountain, and it's from Georgia. Just straighten this guy up. We've had this for several months now, and I thought that now would be a perfect opportunity to present it to y'all and give you, some idea of what it is, what it can be used for, and if you had any need of it. Um, the the pieces are all different, and the shapes, as you can see, are extreme in some regards. And I'll go through and just pick out each one just to give you a close-up look at it. But the overall attributes of the mineral will be pervasive throughout all of the crystals. Um, so what I think of when I look at these crystals is that one, it's a grounding crystal. So it's made of hematite. So hematite, it's one of those crystals that'll just anchor you, right? So it'll keep your feet on the ground. It's solid. It's true. It doesn't. It doesn't go off half cocked, and it doesn't, wander around not knowing what to do. It has a plan. It allows other people to connect with it, but in its most basic form, it is solid, and that's what I think of when I think of hematite. And then if you add the iridescent aspect of the turgite to it, so that just kind of takes it to a whole nother level, because now you're grounded, yet you embrace joy into your life, laughter, love. It makes you feel good. I mean, it's when you see a rainbow, people smile, and I really think that that's something special about iridescent type material. But the Turgite for sure, I think it is really special in that. So what I'm going to start doing is, we have a few people on, so I'm going to go ahead and just start doing close-ups of each one of the crystals while we're talking about it. So if anyone has any thoughts on Turgite, I would love to hear your thoughts. If you have it in your collection, I would love to know if you've worked with it before. If you've seen of it or heard of it, then yeah, I would definitely like to hear that as well. It's an intriguing crystal for sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start picking items up here. So this one is A1. And this one has a lot of turquoise. It has the purples and pinks. And that's A1. And A1 is 51. And then B1, this one has a really striking section right there of pink. Hey Brenda, how are you? So Brenda, we're talking about Turgite. Hi Angela. So this one has pink, but right on the edge, I'll just show this to you right there. There's green. So this is Turgite, and it's iridescent. It's iridescent hematite. I've also heard it called Rainbow Hematite, but it's more than that, because it is something that has the iridescence is a natural effect. It's not chemically induced. So this is, oh, and B1 is 47. And so C1, actually, I kind of like the shape right there. It's this one is actually kind of forthright. It's like, I don't care what y'all are saying about me. I'm just going to do my own thing. So this is the back side. That's really pretty. Oh, look at the yellow and the green. Wow. Oh, and it's got purple too. My favorite color. So that's 47, coincidentally, right next to each other. This one's D1. I think this is the biggest piece I have. So this one is 161. So this one's definitely for the collector. So this is 161. This one has blue and purple and, oh gosh, pinks, yellows. It has some amazing, the purples and pinks in here are really pronounced. So that's D1. And then we can come to A2. Oh, look at this guy. Look at that. It's that azurite, deep indigo color. This is A2. And A2 is 32. And then B2, oh, that Cali green right there. I gotta show you. Right there. Hey Linda. So Linda, we're showing Turgite. So that is B2 and it's 45. So this one, I just love the shape of this one. Um, it's it's a roll of Turgite or a log of Turgite. I just love the shape. That's 33. That's on C2. And then D2 is, let me see how much that's. This one's 36. This one looks like a city. It's got the greens and the yellows on the bottom, and then it graduates to the pinks and the blues on top. Almost the same on the back side, but then on the middle it has some peaches, it looks like. So that's the first two rows. And what we'll do now is we'll just cut to the crystals. And one of the things I wanted to talk to you all about on the Turgite, and I don't know if you've ever heard of it before. I think Cole mentioned that they did not hear of it before, but it's Turgite, and it's Turgite. And Turgite itself is extremely versatile, but what I really love about it is that it transcends your physical being. So it actually gets you out of your own way, and it allows you to find enlightenment in a lot of ways without getting lost in the spirituality of it. You know, sometimes we try and you know uh, follow the right rules, abide by the right practices, and then we kind of lose sight of what we're trying to accomplish. And so I think Turgite will do that for you. It'll just like, okay, so I know that you want to be closer to divine, and it doesn't matter how you set your rituals up. If it's, you know, if you say it 3 times, 2 times, oh, what about you didn't say this word correctly, or you didn't honor that that watchtower, whatever the case might be. Turgite is like, it doesn't matter. You know, just do it. You will be told exactly by divine, you know, by the spirit, by the one, that you're doing it right. Oh, thank you, Brenda. So Brenda's going to take D2. Oh, Linda, I'm so sorry, hon. Yeah, Brenda got yours before you did. I am so sorry. We'll show some more. You can see that we have ample supply, and I know that it's that one that probably called you, and hopefully we'll be able to find another one. Yeah. Um, there's actually a few that I would say were comparable in style to that one. So we'll look some more. Um, Another thing too I wanted to mention about Turgite is because it's a grounding stone. It actually helps you with your equilibrium. So if you ever have a day where you just kind of feel flighty and your head's in the clouds and you really can't get a good feel for what direction you want to go in, um, then Turgite will help you with that because of its hematite qualities. But with the added benefit of having the rainbows attached, you'll also have a smoother transition in that. So it's not going to just like anchor you and you can't walk or move or, you know, think. it's going to anchor you, but at the same time, it's going to allow you to continue to dream and have positive ideas floating towards you, but without, once again, getting really stuck. So that's another aspect of hematite that I feel very strongly about. But then with the iridescence of the turgite, it's just a beautiful marriage. So what I'm going to do now is cut back to this view and just start picking up a few more. So this one is A3. So A3 is 53. So look at, this one has the heart of, can you see that right there? So the center of this piece is pink, and then surrounding it is the greens, and on top here is the blues. Oh, and actually there's more color right through there. So this one has a lot on every side of its core. So that's A3, and that's for 53. And so this is B3. B3, I have to show you all. Can you see that? This area right in here. So it has purples and pinks and indigo. And I can tell you that Wendell and I fidgeted with the lighting and the angles on these crystals right before the show, trying to present the best view possible. And I can tell you that what I'm seeing and what you will see is nothing what you can see on the camera. It's just impossible to capture. So that was B3, and B3 is 59. And then C3 is, that one is 29. And this one looks like, oh my gosh, this one has purples and blues, and then teal. It's a really, it's like it's just been painted on there. It's fascinating. That one's 29. Let me see, what are you? This one's 65. So D3 is 65. Let me show you what this one looks like. And I will say that Turgite is probably not, the hematite itself is probably not the most attractive, but I think that should tell us a story in some ways, right? So it has a pretty common, it's dark and mysterious in a lot of ways, but covering it is a rainbow, right? So I think that that can tell a story about our human nature. This looks like it has confetti running through it. That's amazing. You can't even see that in the, you can see it really well on the camera. That's beautiful. Really beautiful. So I'm going to cut back now to me and the table, and we'll get to the last two rows in just a second, and then hopefully we'll be able to find one that y'all are connecting to. Another thing, I have a document written down of what I wanted to mention about Turgite. Um, so it says that this stone will shield you from dark energy and the mundane minutia, which we all have, and that you might struggle with um, day to day. So it reminds you that your purpose is far bigger than what you're experiencing now. Hallelujah. Um, and so, because of that, all of those daily setbacks and pains are nothing more than a bump in the road for your true spiritual purpose. Ta-da! Right? So that's something I am so happy to hear that it's reinforced. Ah, Linda, thank you so much. C3, 29 for Linda. Oh, the paint. That is a stamp. I mean, that is something that, it's beautiful, Linda. You're really going to enjoy that. And it does remind me of a stamp. Yes, Cole, thank you for saying that. Yeah, I think Linda's going to enjoy it as well. Yeah, it's a really pretty piece. I did mention earlier that Turgite connects with all of your chakras because of the different colors that it has within it. The importance of that is that it will cleanse your auric field. So, it if you work with this crystal, um, you don't necessarily even have to put it on your body, but just I would suggest possibly at your crown area. So lay down um, comfortably, whether it be on a bed, the floor, mat, whatever. I mean, whatever's comfortable to you, and um, place the crystal at your head level. Now it'll be pretty intense at the crown, of course, um, but just imagine that this this crystal is clearing out your auric field. So just imagine all of these meridians that are running through your body. They're just like channels. They're veins, not veins in the blood sense, but energy veins. So this crystal is laying on top of your field, right up in here. You're laying down, and it's right up here. So this crystal, just envision and connecting to that crystal. And as you connect with that crystal, you're going to start seeing it pulse. It's going to pulsate, right? So it's going to start sending out its vibrational fields, its energy tendrils, and it's going to be filled with rainbows. And it's going to take the effect of, I'm going to use the word like a roto-rooter, right? It's going to be start clearing out all that gunk and all that stagnant energy that's been affecting your auric field. And it's going to take some time, because it's not an instantaneous thing, because we have a buildup. But as you start working with the crystal, it's going to start slowly, moving that energy to where it starts circulating. So you can actually start, it's almost like getting, you have plaque in your veins. It's somewhat like that. So it's going to actually push through and remove, and it's going to dislodge some of that that mass, that stagnant, stuck energy that's been there for a while that you may not even realize it was there. You kind of felt like something was off, but you didn't know why. So as it's doing that, it's just going to slowly go through each one of your chakras, and it might actually need to skip a chakra, or at least in a portion of that chakra, just because that area might need a secondary approach. It might need some more attention, because there's some chakras, like for me, my sacral chakra is the one that always needs the most work. I think my heart is open My solar plexus is pretty healthy most days. My throat, I typically always have to work on, but the one that causes me the most setbacks is my sacral, I think. So for me, that's where I would probably have to do several sessions with the crystal, just because it needs extra work. You know, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a little bit more challenging to dislodge that stagnant, stale, old, dated the energy that's barbed into me that just will not let go. That's the energy I'm thinking of. And I think that that's where working with the Turgite multiple times is going to benefit you. Because don't expect miracles on the first go round, because I mean, y'all know exactly which chakras need work. If you're on with me right now, then you are working towards enlightenment, and you're continually trying to improve your circumstances. So you have awareness of where your chakras are right now, and so I say that telling you, you know exactly which ones need work, and which ones might be a little bit more difficult than the others. So I'm going to switch over to the close-up, and then we're going to do row 4 and then 5. Just I don't want to leave these guys out. So 4A is for 41. And this one actually has a lot of orange and green. Orange and green. Oh, and then at the very top, I don't know if y'all can see that, there's purple. Orange, green, and purple. So this one is 41. And then the one next to it is 87, and it is B4. Let me show you B4. So B4 has teal, yellow, orange, pink, purple. Wow, it has multiple colors. Oh, deep purple. It's like it's been burned on. It's amazing how deep that goes. So that is B4. And then C4 is 23. Look at the teal on this baby. Oh my gosh. Look at that color. Oh. So it's tipped with teal and then purple and blue. And more, oh wow, that's really pretty. That's a lot of teal in the back. Oh, and then pink. Boy, it just continues to give. And then this one is D4, and D4 is 69. Oh, this one, look at that. It kind of looks like a crown. Yeah, I like the shape of this one. I didn't even notice that earlier. I'm going to hold it up like it is a crown. That's pretty. I'm going to take it back a bit so it can focus. This is a gorgeous piece. That's really nice. And yeah, that's 69. And then A5. A5 is 23. 23. This is a really sweet piece. It has the pinks and the blues and a little bit of green. This one's really sassy. Sold C4 for Linda. Oh, that teal. You're going to love that. So C4 for Linda. You're in the C's today, Linda. Thank you, hon. And let's see, we did that one. And then C5. What is C5? C5 is 32. Oh, this one has like blue and white and purple. And each one is so different. Oh gosh, and then it has the pink lens into orange. That's really amazing. And so that's 32. And then D5 is 68. Let's see what this one has to show us. Oh wow, look at that. Can you see that in the middle? Right there. That is just a rainbow in itself. Right there. Ah, that's gorgeous. It really is, guys. So this is C5, and it like goes on the other side too. It actually, it rings it. Wow, that one's pretty. That's D5. So, oh, Cole, thank you so much. So A5 for Cole for 23. Thank you, Cole. So you got A5 and B5. Oh, and Angela's going to take C5. Oh, wow. Angela, you're going to like this one. Thank you very much. So C5 for Angela. Yeah, they're spectacular. You think you may have said the wrong one. Okay, so let me put C5 back. So that's C5. So I'm going to cut over to the crystals. Let me just get them back in order so you can see. Okay, so there we are. Yeah, they're pretty much in order, I think. So no problem, Angela. Just let me know which one you meant. C5. Okay. All right, perfect. Nice. Yeah, I have to tell you, as I get more and more crystals in, I always connect with them as a mother would, but for my personal use, I like the babies, the little the ones and I know that are going to be really they're like the wallflowers, you know, the ones that just don't, that I can see that probably won't get as much love. Um, so I've already picked mine out when I first opened the box, and I can tell you that they are extremely special crystals. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, so connecting with them is going to be something that only you can do. Just make sure that when you're doing it, that you're ready for the results. Because sometimes, if you're like me at least, you know, I think about change and I think about, improving, but then when you do that, something's got to be left behind, you know, so the old ways, your old habits, your old thought forms and whatnot. You have to be really ready for the upheaval that will happen when you start working with crystals of any type, but especially this. This one is it's going to um, change you. And that's what we want, right? But you have to be ready for that change. Because it's one of those, it's really hard to go back. Hmm. I'm going to cut to my picture-in-picture. I thought I had that up. You started to change, not sure what's next. Yeah, Linda, I don't know either. Um, and I think that that's the beauty of it, right? I think when we um, allow, when we tell spirit, and I'm gonna, hey Lucinda, blessings, hon. When we tell spirit, when we open ourselves to the possibility of them taking control, um, of putting our spirit and our life and our future into their hands, um, they know what's in your deepest heart, and that's what they're working with. You may not have been able to express it yet, to yourself or to others, but spirit knows. It's watching us. It knows when you react favorably to something, or when you cringe at something else, or when you deny, or when you embrace. Those are those little clues that spirit uses to say, okay. And because I really think that spirit doesn't use words, it uses our body language, and it certainly uses what's in our heart. Um, so, yeah, I don't know what's next either. I honestly don't. Um, but I know that whatever is presented to me is going to be options that I can choose from, and know that I'm improving my circumstance and others. And but keep in mind, when I said options, we still have free will. We still have it. So, um, spirit is guiding us along the path. But if it's something that we're not ready for, they're not going to force us. If it's something that you just like, maybe the next lifetime I'll do that, spirit's going to say, okay, no problem. We'll meet on the next go round. Um, so it's whatever your spirit is ready for, and they'll present it to you. And I know that I'm getting messages all the time. I just have to listen. I just have to say, okay, yep, I hear you. Okay, yep, I'm acting on that one. Okay, that that little tidbit that you just fed me, it's up to me whether or not to pull that string. It's like, okay, yep, I'm coming. It's not a passive. It's it's not a passive journey at all. We are completely at. Um, we are part of the team, so we are culpable, and we are responsible, and we have to take action. So it's really something that, and that's the amazing part of it. Things happen. I mean, Linda, I'm sure you understand this. Things happen when you wouldn't even expect it. It's like, wow. I mean, it's like, it's what I really wanted, and here it is presented to me, and I didn't know that I could even ask for it, much less materialize it. So, yeah, it's an amazing journey. I'm really happy that y'all are on it, and I'm happy that I'm on it too. So, um, I think we're all blessed. So, Cole, what I would recommend you do is, the first thing, I would get in a place where you can be completely at ease, relaxed, um, wherever that might be. Lay down on your bed, on a mat, on the floor. If you have a yoga mat, a couch, whatever, just be prone while you're doing this. And then somehow get the crystal above your head. And then envision the crystal starting to pulsate, connect with it, energetically connect with it. And that is, I mean, you can talk to it, speak the words out loud, you can silently try and connect with it, just, I mean, whatever words come to mind, those are the words I would suggest you use. Um, just saying, hey, Turgite, thank you for bringing your energy to me today. I'd like to connect with you and use your unlimited energy to go through my auric field and cleanse, remove all the negative, stagnant blockages that I might have in every chakra. And then, as take it through the chakra. So say, okay, Turgite, let's move to the crown, and then envision it using its rainbow rays and just go connecting into your crown chakra, and just however you envision your crown chakra to look like, just see those rainbow energy swirls just going throughout your crown chakra, and just basically just clearing out every crevice of your crown. Just a swirling. You can do loops and whatever feels right to you. And then when you feel like it's done what it could do at the moment, move, to your third eye. And then do the same. And then move to your throat and do the same. And you will, I believe, I mean, if you're in the right moment, you will recognize that there's old energy that's not ready to be released right now. So you might have to go back again. It's like cleaning your stove, right? So sometimes you can wipe it clean easy, and sometimes you have to go back and put some elbow grease to it. Right, so that's something that you might have to do with the Turgite. So don't be discouraged that you couldn't get that little black spot that's on your throat chakra that's been there for 20 years. Just move on, because you probably only have like 30 minutes of free time. So just move on. And then you're going to go to your heart chakra. And then you would go to your solar, and then your sacral, and then your root. And then there's other chakras. I mean, if you are of that mindset, you can go to your star, your earth chakra. It radiates throughout your whole body. And just take that same approach. Just invite the rainbows of Turgite into your chakras and allow that to permeate through your auric field. And then when it's finished, you're going to feel like you've gone through like a sauna. It's like you're going to be revitalized. You're going to feel really relaxed, and you're gonna feel a little bit balanced. And it's not over. That's not the ending. The ending is when you're finished. You're like, oh, okay. I realize that like my throat chakras isn't quite where I want it to be. So then start over. I mean, if you have time that day, perfect. If you don't, then put it aside and know that you still have to come back to your throat chakra. And then just take that same approach. And just allow the fact is that the hematite's there. It's to stabilize you. It's to anchor you. It's to make you feel safe and comfortable and protected, to where you can explore with the rainbows, and just allow the rainbows to do their magic. And I mean, after a while, once you do that, you're gonna start feeling a big difference. So that's how I would recommend you work with it. But that's just my interpretation. You will come up with so many different ways and amazing ways Hey, Maribel. They're from Graves Mountain. Yeah, I didn't mention the technical aspect of them, but they are from Graves Mountain, Georgia. Yeah, we were lucky enough to get a few pieces in. I've actually had them for a few months now, and I was like, you know what? I need to show the Turgite. I haven't done that. So I like to give y'all the sneak peek of the what I consider to be like the special pieces. I mean, they're all special. 5D, you sure can. So 5D is 68, Maribel. 68. So let me get you the close up here. So Maribel, this is actually one that I mentioned earlier that has a rim. So this one it has a rainbow like going right through the middle. If I could make this thing float in the air, I would. I'd get my finger out of the way. Yeah, it's not possible to do that. Not yet. I'm working on it. I'm working on levitation. So this is 5D and this is 68. Yeah, this one has. I mean, it is pretty. It really is. I mean, the fact is that it has that rainbow right in the middle. It's a special piece for sure. Yeah, the fives actually went really fast. Must have been something about that number. Oh, thank you, Angela. Thank you so much. And guys, I know that we've gone over, but if you don't mind, what I would like to do is just do a reading for anyone that's interested. Budget friendly. Let's see. I have. It looks like what I have on the table now. I have the range of 32. I have a 32, a 33. It's hard for me to see upside down, but and then it goes up to 51, 47, 59, 53, 41, 65, and then 161. Okay, thank you, Sandra. Yeah, I'll post this on, of course, it automatically posts on our page, but I also post on YouTube. Sorry, yeah, I have. Okay, so what I'm going to do is if there's anyone out there that would like to get an oracle reading, you'll take the 68. It is pretty. Thank you, Maribel. It's a very nice piece. The rainbow in its belly, I think it has a good indicator of how it can be used for you. Okay, perfect. Maribel, I think you came on at the right time. Okay. All right, so, oh, perfect. Thank you, Sandra. Okay, so I have to tell you, this card, this deck, I'm just kind of fanning over right now. It's pretty spectacular. there's some naughty words in there that for whatever reason, it seems like I'm going to try and shuffle to where y'all can see. Yeah, so I am shuffling, right? So I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. I'm not looking at the cards. I don't know what card's going to be selected. And the reason I'm saying that is because twice in the last few readings, I pulled the same card for 2 different people in a row, even after shuffling. So it's just like, okay, some spirit is really insistent upon giving this message. Okay. All right, so this one's from Maribel. I'm just going to take everything in order. So Maribel, you've got to be kidding me. This is the card, guys. I swear to you. I have pulled this card for 4 different people out of maybe 6 readings. This is, I don't know how to tell you. I don't know. Wait until I tell Wendell that this is the first card I pulled. We were sitting here preparing for the show, and I said, okay, I've got my deck, and this is the card that was on top. And he was like, you're kidding me. I'm like, no. I said, did you shuffle? I'm like, well, I can't honestly think, I don't know if I did. I just put it on the table, and that's the card I pulled. But I just shuffled this guy. So y'all saw it. Okay, so Spirit is telling us a strong letting guard. Absolutely, Sandra. So Sandra was actually one of the people that I remember now. I gave this message was not for you, but it was for your friend. Look at all the cards that are in this deck, and that's the one that keeps coming up. Okay, anyhow, I don't know why I'm always surprised that Spirit works this way. Okay, Maribel. So let's see what Spirit has to say for you. Okay, so Maribel, it's actually, there's a young man that's close to you, and he's kind of, he's thin. The vision that I got was that he was thin and kind of scholarly. You know, he's kind of, I'm gonna, nerdy is a good word probably. He's a little bit shy and kind of reserved, and he doesn't really speak up very well or often, and he's an introvert, and everyone kind of sees him as, oh, you know, here's, I don't know, I'm going to say the word Joey. I don't know why Joey came to mind, but I don't know that that's his name. Joey's there, but he's never really included. So Joey is going to be coming to you and some of your other family members, and he's going to lay something out that's going to totally surprise everybody. Y'all are going to be dumbfounded. He is going to rock your world. He's going to say something you did not ever expect. And this is Joey's moment to say, fuck it. I'm telling. I am going to be me. I'm ready to burst out of the perceptions that my family have put upon me. Because you've actually, not in any mean way or any deliberate way, but you kind of put him in a mold, and he's ready to break free of that mold. So yeah, so I don't know who this relative of yours is, Maribel, but be prepared. In the next few weeks, your family is going to have a revelation, and it's going to be this young man, and he's going to present to the world the person that he wants to be, not the person that his family expects him to be. So yeah, be prepared, and honor it, hun, with love. I know you will. but it'll be a shock to a lot of your family members. Yeah, so I like that. I like it when people are just finally ready, like, you know what, I'm tired of people telling me who I should be. This is who I want to be. Absolutely, Ellen. It's amazing. It's so funny. Okay, let's see what Sandra. Okay, so I'm gonna so Sandra, I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle these cards up top so that you can see. So if you get the fuck it card, you know it's not me, it's spirit wanting to give them to you. All right, so I'm not gonna show you all the cards, but I just want to show you that I am shuffling. Oh gosh, that's so funny. I love it. I love it. I mean, it's just so amazing. All right, so I'm just going to do it a few more times. I don't know that we're ready. Okay, so here we go. It's kind of hard to shuffle up like that. All right, so this is for Sandra. Ah. Faith. Oh my gosh, Sandra. So I know personally that you've been going through a situation to where you've your faith's been challenged. Um, but what I'm seeing here is that the root of your faith goes so strong and deep that, yeah, you may have had moments where you doubted the outcome, but you actually surrendered to what was necessary, and because of that, you remove the restrictions of what could have been, and from that, spirit healed what was forming. So your faith actually, what I can see that spirit's showing me, Sandra, is your faith actually changed the trajectory of what was happening. So yeah, so that's beautiful, Sandra. That really is beautiful. I know that, you know, a lot of us will put our whole heart into, you know, in spirit's hand, in divine's hand, the one, God, goddess, whatever name we put towards it, and then we don't really. It's almost like we're speaking the words, but we don't really embrace it. But in this case, Sandra, you truly believed it. You put your entire being into the outcome. And spirit knew that, and it reacted. So I don't, it's really not something, I'm not telling you something you don't know. Yeah, I'm not. It's just being confirmed. That's all. So thank you for allowing me to vocalize that. Um, all right, so this one's for Linda. So Linda's next. So Linda, I'm gonna shuffle up top here and just show you that you're not gonna get Sandra's card. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's just still so. And hopefully you won't get Maribel's card. Well, maybe, I don't know. I'm saying hopefully. It doesn't matter. It's really whatever card spirit wants to use to communicate with you today. Um, it's definitely not at my will. If it was, I'd give us all fuck it cards. We wouldn't have to do the readings at all. Okay. All right, so here we go. This one is for Linda. Oh, that one's stuck. Oh. Oh, I am like, oh, I say that to every card. Um, okay, let me bring it down a little bit. Air. It's beautiful. So Linda, so what Spirit's telling me right now for you, I'm going to have to turn this around, is that you mentioned earlier about you don't know what's coming, you don't know what's going to happen. And what what the vision that Spirit just gave me was a white feather blowing on a current, a current of wind. And that white feather was just tumbling and rolling and flying and soaring, and it was soaring up and it was soaring down, and it was just gliding. And Spirit said that that's you, and you are entering a phase where you are going to be completely relaxed into your future. You're gonna, and your spirit is almost limp with pleasure. I mean, I say that. Okay, so limp in a way is like whatever, wherever I'm taken, whatever I'm shown, I'm going to embrace it because I am going to be like that white feather, and I'm going to roll through the wind currents, and I'm going to be taken up and then down, and I'm going to be, and the important thing is I'm going to maintain my form. You're not going to be altered, you're not going to be changed in any disruptive way. It's, you're going to remain that white feather. So Spirit's just saying, yeah, you don't even need to buckle up because it's not going to be a roller coaster. It's just going to say, it's telling me to tell you just relax, relax into the flow, and just let, you know, the whatever comes forward, whatever you glide into, just let it be because it's going to take you into another direction. And it might even circle back around again. And that's okay because the current that you're on is the current that you need to be on. So that was really cool to see you as a feather. So thank you, Linda. So Cole wants to get one. Okay, so let me just go ahead and do Cole. All right, so I'm shuffling, shuffling, shuffling for Cole. Let's see what Spirit has to say for Cole. Let's see here. Okay. Almost there. Spirit's not quite giving me the okay yet. All right, there. Okay. All right. So Cole, messenger. Yep. So Cole, you are going to have a spirit contact you, and it's going to be an ancestor. May not necessarily be of your bloodline. It's a spiritual ancestor. So it's from many generations past, or many of your lifetimes, should I say, not generations, but your lifetimes. So this being is going to be contacting you, not in a form, like not in a physical form. So this being is going to be contacting you, and it's going to try and help you overcome a memory that you keep having a reoccurring, you think it's a dream, but it's actually a memory. It's something that's actually been, or it's a reoccurring memory, and it's something that's been very unsettling to you. It's something that actually caused you a lot of pain in a past life, and this spirit is going to be approaching you, and they're going to try and help you um, heal this memory. It was a pretty traumatic experience for you, and it's actually caused you some insecurities in this lifetime. So there's something that you actually feel right now that it causes you to have anxieties, and it's due to what happened to you in a past life. So this messenger is going to be bringing you ways to heal that wound, and listen to them. It might seem far-fetched. It's kind of, you might woo-woo, and you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, did I hear that? Am I imagining? Am I losing my mind? But and it's going to come in just short words and phrases. It's not going to be sentences. It's not going to say, go, down this block, take a left, and then go down that steps. It's not going to be that clear. It's going to be vague, and just because that's how spirit, they don't speak words, right? It's all symbolism, and they try and work through our minds. So pay attention to that, and try and do what it's asking you to do, and once again, it's to heal one of your past wounds that's surfacing in this current life. So I don't know what that is, Cole, but start paying attention, because you do have a guide that will be coming towards you and trying to contact you. Oh, Maribel, I would love to do a tarot reading. So it's not on my website yet. I'm actually waiting on the programmer to get our site moved over. We're moving to a different platform. But I can send you the document on the tarot reading. We actually, I do it through Zoom. So it'll be one-on-one. And yeah, we can book it based upon your schedule and mine. I can give you a few options on dates and times and whatever works for you. The Zoom, the tarot readings are for approximately 30 minutes. They usually go over a little bit. And they're $40 for a reading. So yeah, I'll send you the document, and just let me know if you're interested, and we can look at some times that are good for both of us. You hold to your intention. A huge lesson. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Absolutely. Yes, Linda. I mean, you are a white feather. It was amazing to see, and I'm Capricorn, so I am not go with the wind. So you were just so, you were the wind. And what I mean by that is that there were no, your spirit didn't have any restrictions. It was exactly whatever, however the current took you is the direction you went in. And to do that, I think, is phenomenal, because that, it's not your ego directing the path. It's your acceptance of what spirit has in offer for you, and knowing that it's going to take you on the right path, and not second guessing it. And I think that's beautiful. I really do. And I really am happy that you're able to experience that. Yeah, so it's something that most of us don't get to, and it's the opportunities, but also our personality. Like for me, I don't know that I could be a white feather in the wind. So I'm really happy that you can experience that. We should all not expire, what is it? Aspire to be the white feather in the wind. Yeah, absolutely. So tell us how it is, when, Linda, when it all comes about. If you're experiencing it now, I'd love to hear about it. But if it happens in the future, definitely share. And maybe we can take lessons from that, because I think it's beautiful. Well, I've gone over, guys. I always go over. And I really appreciate y'all sticking with me. It's amazing that something that I schedule for 30 minutes, it's now an hour and 10 minutes. But I think it's something that, is necessary. As when you get the messages and you get the communication, you just can't say, okay, time's up. I think that that's important. But, oh, absolutely, Maribel. So tonight is the full moon. So I'm going to be, as soon as we shut down tonight, I'm going to be doing a little ritual for myself. And next week is February 22. So it's 2222 next Tuesday. And there's a portal that's going to be opening up. And I'm going to be creating some special incense for that tonight. So I figured it was a full moon. It's a perfect opportunity to do that. Oh, Ellen, did you want a reading, hon? I don't know if I saw. I don't know. Did I miss you? I went through the comments. I didn't see, hon. So if I miss you, I apologize. Hopefully, hopefully Spirit knows what it's doing on that. Yes, please. Okay, perfect. You're always hesitant. No! Don't be hesitant. Okay, we're going to do Ellen's reading, and then we're definitely going to close the night. No, do not be hesitant. I mean, I am the messenger. I am the voice. I am the, I'm not, oh, sometimes reading scares you. Okay, well, yeah, sometimes we don't want to know. I can understand that. Yeah, it's, yeah. Oblivion is sometimes comfortable, isn't it? Yeah, completely understand. And no judgment at all. Right, so this is for Ellen. Let's see what Spirit's telling me. Right, so it's not very graceful to shuffle like this, but I just want y'all to see that I am not in any way stacking the deck. Okay, so Ellen. So it's just one card. Oh. Ellen. Oh. Didn't you get this card before? So you don't think so? Okay, well, Spirit's being very insistent to tell, and right now to tell me we're going. It's presenting to me this image of. It's saying, don't give up. Um, you're going through this phase, this period where there's some lack, and it's not financial lack. It's it's a it's a physical lack. It's affecting you physically. So something is happening to where you're not being nourished. Something is not quite working. But what Spirit's saying right now to me is that don't give up. The stage is being set right now in your physical form to where you will be able to overcome this setback that's happening right now. Um, Things are happening in your body that's preparing for a regrowth, a burst of new energy. So just just hold on. The most important thing you can do right now is to make sure that your mental state is in its proper form, so that what we think, we 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 create. So just make sure that whatever's happening in your body right now, that um, you're positive that with the right mindset you can adjust to any of the issues that you're feeling right now. So endurance. So you it's there. Just make sure that you're doing whatever you can to stick with it. Don't give up. Don't give up. So yeah, hopefully that made sense. It was just telling me that things are like sleeping right now. You're kind of like in a limbo, but it's almost like it's brewing. Eating well to be healthy. Okay, perfect. Yep. And just your mind, get your mind right. Make sure it's in the right. Um, any negative thoughts, just wish them away. What I do with negative thoughts, and this really works for me, I always think of like um, cobwebs in my head. When you have these negative thoughts, and it's not a spider web, but it's a cobweb. So it's almost like to me, spider webs, yeah, they're one and the same. But a spider web to me it's glistening and there's activity and there's life. A cobweb to me is like it's been abandoned, and there's dust hanging on it. So that's the negative memories, thoughts. So what I do when I have negative thoughts that I want to remove from my mind, I literally make the motion, put your hand over your face or near your face, and I want you to just make this motion of like taking your hands and going like this. You're taking those cobwebs and you're grasping them with your hands, right? And do that several times. You're going to get in there and you're going to grab up all those cobwebs, all of them, and then literally physically throw those cobwebs away from you. Yeah, so that's how you get them out of your mind. Just take them and throw them out, throw them out, throw them out, and then and say that I remove all negative thoughts. If you have a specific thought, I remove you from my mind. You're not. I don't give you right to reside. Whatever words you want to say, just take them and throw them out of your head. Oh, congratulations. I don't know what that means, park elections, but it sounds like you are at a stage where you're successful. So that's great. Yeah, so congratulations, hon. If you worked for it, I know that you deserve it, and that you will definitely be in the right. You're one of those people that I envision to be. You're always willing to help others. So now that you're in that position, it's just going to benefit others. So congratulations. So I really have to go. So thank you again for being with me. I've got to go make that herbal blend. It's not going to be an incense. We're actually going to be throwing in the fire. So all I have to do is select some herbs, mindfully selecting, and then blend it, and then put it together for next Tuesday. And then I have actually a ongoing spell that I need to nourish, and that's on full moon. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I may not be able to get the invoice tonight, but I will certainly do that on Friday's show. I have a thing with some friends tomorrow, so I may not be able to do it then. So I appreciate y'all being with me on this night for Turgite, and I hope that it's everything that you expect it to be. And definitely use it, work with it. It's coming home to you for a purpose, so make sure that you get the full benefit of it. So thank you again, guys, and blessings, everyone. Thank you for being with me.